Welcome back to East Coast LQ Reviews. Today, we're doing another brewery review. I got Bumpy Road Brewery here with me today. Thanks for hopping on the panel with me, Bumpy. Cheers, man. So
Cheers.
I'll let Bumpy. Well, you guys know what I'm reviewing because by the thumbnail, if you look at the thumbnail. But I'll pull Bumpy up. Bumpy can talk about what beer he's got and what brewery he's going to be talking about. So yeah.
Yeah. So I got Fuck What You Think, which is a double IPA, 8.4%. They use Amarillo and Citra hops in this one. This is Modest Man Brewing Company. They're out of Keene, New Hampshire. So flashy.
Yeah, it's a cool label.
Label there, yeah. And I'll give it a pour and show you what it looks like now. And I'll bring up the website as well. I might as well go share screen for that right now.
Sure.
It's a pretty basic website when you do bring it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amarillo is one of my favorite hops, so it's nice that they use the Amarillo hop in this. Plus, the Citra is always a good go-to hop for IPAs. So
yeah, looks good.
It's definitely a murky brew, tight white bubbled head, and color on it is that kind of deeper orange, deep gold coloration. It looks darker because it is so murky, but a little bit on the darker side. But yeah, for their website, gives you the location, 100 Main Street, Keene, New Hampshire. The phone number, the hours of operation, gives you a little Google map over here as well. You click on it and roll it around, tells you what they have on tap, which this beer is on tap right there. Bunch of the other stuff. If you notice, like a lot of the names of the brews that they have, I believe have to do with, I think it's like 80s and 90s, like pop and R&B type music.
Yeah.
Like the balloon. The double balloon is the double version of Balloon Mind State, which is, I can't think of the name of the music group, but Panic in Babylon, Cold Vein, like I said, a lot of them are just music within a certain genre. Iron Galaxy, I've never had that one. I'm seeing that there, 8.5%. It's double IPA, single hopped with Galaxy, which actually I picked up the Cold Vein, which is single hop with Galaxy, and that's just the NEPA. So that must be the Iron Galaxy, must be the double version of Cold Vein. Stay up to date. Be the first to know about the brewery releases, events, and more. News and press. Send them a message. Join the team. It's just a very simple.
Yeah, is it just one page?
Website. Yeah, it talks about visiting the tap room. They do have the food truck outside as well. So no food in the brewery, but food truck available if you want to eat. Not a lot of interactive stuff on this.
Yes, I mean, straightforward though. Straightforward though.
News and press. Modest Man Brewing opens on Main Street in Keene. That was back on February 6th, 2020. So they've been open for 2 years. It's in the Monadnock region. And this brewery was actually built out of an old bank. So this is like cool. It's like an old Citizens Bank location, and they turned it into the brewery. Crew of Modest Man Brewing, which opened in Keene's Main Street in late 2019, is also already looking forward to a New Hampshire summer influx of travelers. It's all in the news, so they're not really keeping up on a lot of the latest happenings, it looks like.
Yeah.
Um, the owner, I guess, would be like the CEO of operations. It would be Ash Sheehan. I think he was the head brewer, but they definitely have a crew. Yeah, not a lot, just not a lot to this, and that's going to totally bring me on another screen. All right, not a lot to it. I can click over here on this thing here, and you can go to the about. And this kind of gives you their story about the beers. Says what intrigues Modest Man almost as much as what beer is being brewed currently is the nuanced personalities and intensities behind the product. Modest Man's master brewers have a deep understanding of traditional beer styles. We source only the finest ingredients possible for our beers. The high quality and attention to detail make way for exceptional world-class beer. Um, so that's Ash, and it doesn't have anybody else, but they do have some of their facts. So, what was the space before it became a brewery and tasting room? Our tasting room and brewery are renovated from a former bank that occupied the location for 58 years. People love to ask what we did with the
Cheers, Lem.
vault, and well, you will never know. The secret is safe with us. But yeah, are
That's
kids
cool.
welcome in the tasting room? Let's see. Absolutely. We are a New Hampshire Nano Brewery. All ages are welcome. Can you
Well,
fill growlers? That's a good question.
yeah,
We
right.
fill our cleaned 32-ounce growlers, cleaned unmarked stainless, or cleaned brown glass growlers.
Cheers,
You
whiskey
cannot
level.
fill other breweries' growlers. So don't bring another brewery's growler there. You cannot get it filled, but you could just rub off the brewery's information off the growler and they'll do it.
Do you think so? Or why have you done that?
Well, it says that cleaned brown glass growlers they'll fill.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, you just got to get the labeling off any other growler you
Yeah.
might have.
That's cool though.
Do you allow dogs during our patio season? Yes, unfortunately, New Hampshire Health Code does not allow dogs in the tasting room.
Yeah,
So
that
you
would
go
make
to like
sense.
Massachusetts, you go to like Trillium, whatnot. You'll see dogs actually in the tasting rooms.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd enjoy. I don't know if I'd like that though.
Yeah, it's. I would prefer not to have it, just because there's people that are allergic to
Yeah, true.
some animals and stuff. So now you're inviting somebody that might be like, hey, I can't go in there because there's dogs. Now I'm going to be allergic.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
then that's pushing people away.
yeah. So,
Cool.
but that's cool. I mean, they don't allow it in New Hampshire, so you won't see it, but you can
Yeah,
have them on the back patio.
yeah,
They
that
open
makes
them up during
sense.
the summer.
Some people might be a little upset with that, but it's like,
Yeah,
like you said, someone could be allergic to it, and then just on top of sometimes dogs shed a lot, so you don't want that.
you're gonna
Especially
have
they're serving
possible hair
food and
getting into
stuff.
your
Yeah,
stuff, and then hey, who's to say that the dog doesn't attack somebody? And then you're
yeah,
on
true.
another liability.
Well, hopefully you'd bring a friendly dog into a place like that.
Right. Well, all dogs can, have their
Yeah, true.
moments.
Yeah, seriously.
I had a dog once when I was a kid. Nice dog until it had a brain tumor, and then it went nuts and started biting everybody. It
Yeah, that's awful.
was like almost like it had rabies. So
Yeah.
you just never know.
Yeah,
They could.
I had a little terrier and he was very nice with me, but he did not like other people.
Hmm.
He liked me and my mom. That's about it. He did not like my brothers. He did not like my little. Actually, he liked my younger brother, but he didn't like my little sister. He didn't like people who had too much energy. He was very like I think he was like 12 when he passed away. So he was like old man dog, and he was like just didn't want people to bother him. Want everybody to be very calm around him. But yeah, he was totally like that. Like I had a couple friends that would come over, and if he would be like scared and like hide, and then when they were walking out the door to leave, like he'd run up and like try to get their ankle and stuff. So he was like totally waited till you turned your back. But So yeah, the beer that I have is I've actually never had this one. This one's brand new for me. This is their Purple Haze Raspberry Lager. This is pretty popular. Um, Pretty much if they sell Abita, they're gonna have this one. I believe they had the Strawberry Lager, which I did a review on. That was a decent lager, nice natural strawberry flavor. And then they have the Mardi Gras Bach. So yeah, I'm gonna crack this open, pour this one up. I'm just gonna pull myself up on the big screen, and then I'll pull up the website. So I got my Streets glass, and yeah, I'm gonna pour this up. You think it's gonna be purple?
It's been a long time since I've had that one. I think it has a slight hue of purple, but it's
Oh yeah, it looks kind of. Uh,
yeah, no, negative.
mm, Not really. Yeah, it's more orange. It's a lager too. That's the funny part. It kind of looks like an ale.
Hmm.
Orange. It's got an orange color to it. White head sticking around. Finger ahead. Lacing. Any lacing? Looks like it's not really. A little bit. A little bit of lacing. Yeah, looks good. Like I said, I've had the strawberry one. I've had the strawberry lager. My favorite by these guys. Also, I actually also had the Christmas ale. I just did that one, the Beta Christmas ale. That was
Hmm.
a pretty good Christmas ale. But my favorite is definitely the PB and Jams. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up the website. I do have the website pulled up already, so let's share that. We'll look at the beers. Beta beer. So if you go to beta.com and you click on the brews over here, so this is the amber lager. Um, Pretty much self-explanatory amber lager. This is one I have, Purple Haze. Like I said, this one's pretty popular. A lot of people, a lot of stores, if they have Abita, usually they carry this one. The Boot, I've never seen that. Turbo Dog, Brown Ale, never seen that one. Andy Gator, I've heard a lot about this one. I haven't seen it though. Mardi Gras Bach. Let's just click on that one because I've seen this, but I've never tried it. So maybe I'll bring this to like a new brew or something. If it loads. All right. So this is pretty cool that they have on the website. All their beers are like this. It shows the yeast, it shows the malt, the hops, ABV. It shows you the IBUs right here, and then it's got like the color. So this one's saying 13, scale of 1 to 100, scale of 1 to 100 for the IBUs. And this is 13, so that would be like 13 what SRM, I believe. It's technically the same thing, right? SRM, I think. So IBUs, bitterness, international bitterness units. Um, yeah, 6.5 ABV. And this is another cool thing they have. They have availability, so it actually shows you rather than just saying available or availability, it says seasonal. So this one comes out between February and March, which is weird because I see this one all the time. Maybe it's been sitting on the shelf for a while and nobody's bought it. So
Hmm.
it's because it's been on the shelf for a while. It shows you what they're packaged in: 6 packs, draft, 1/4 keg, half a keg. Shows you the glassware, map. I believe this will show you where you can buy it if you type it in over here. So you do a little search, and then you find a beta. Show you. Like I said, it shows the glassware, goblet, pint, stange or stein. So yeah, that's that one. Like I said, I don't know if I'll grab that because it might be old. Um, they have a little party pack. I've never seen that. They have a root beer, so they have some sodas. So they also do sodas. So they have a cream soda, root beer, king cake soda, which is I'm curious, what is that about? Uh, Goodness of king cake in an all natural soda. Celebrate the. So these are just sodas, so they're not actual alcohol. I thought they were like soda, like hard sodas, but I guess not. Swedish treat of carnival seasoned with the flavors of frosting, candied sugar, and cinnamon dough, and this lightly carbonated soda. That sounds pretty good, actually. Maybe with pure Louisiana cane sugar and artesian spring water, naturally caffeine free. So, yeah, that's different. I didn't know that they did that. That's pretty cool. Um, 3090, not sure what that is. Here's the strawberry one, the one I was talking about. That one, I've had that. It's pretty good. Um, a light lager. I believe that's probably like an IPA. They had some seltzer. Oh, those are spiked sparkling water, so pretty much seltzers. Some other seltzers, juicy IPA. Here's the Christmas ale. I think I just completely went over the one that I was talking about. This is definitely my favorite by them. This is their PB and Jams. If you ever see this bumpy, I definitely recommend you try it out. With aromas and flavors of strawberry and peanut butter, PB and Jams will immediately take you back to your favorite childhood snack. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The flavors meld perfectly, resulting in a medium-bodied brew with a subtle sweetness. 8% too, and it's usually like I think it's like around $9. So you get 6 12-ounce 8%ers for like $9, which is a really good deal. And if you ever had peanut butter beers, like normally like there's peanut butter porters, peanut butter stouts. There's a lot of those, but it's very rare when you see a peanut butter and jelly lager. And I kind of like that about it because you can have like 2 or 3 of these, and it's not like filling. It's not going to make you all bloated. 8%. I'll be looking for this one. I'm sure I could find it in the same spot I usually find it, but this is going to be out during between March and April. Shows you glassware, 20 IBUs, 8. It's definitely a lighter beer. Yeast, lager, malt, pilsner, wheat, hops, German pearl, tradition. They don't actually say like the additions, like what kind of maybe it doesn't say it on the thing. It might say it on the bottle itself, but on the website I don't see anything about like what kind of peanut butter they're using, if it's powdered or if it's real peanut butter or if it's real peanuts. Then maybe real strawberry. It might be artificial. I do believe I remember them saying it was artificial. But private chat. Oh, Beer Man's here. Sorry, Beer Man. I didn't even see you there.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Not much.
Good to have you
Had a
stop
late
by.
morning.
Yeah,
Slept in too long.
I hear you.
Cheers.
So what else they got? So yeah, that's the beer, brews. Is anything? So like I said, seltzers, Barracuda, Office Party. I've seen that one. That's a holiday stout. Pecan Ale, Chocolate Doberge Cake Stout, which sounds pretty good. I believe Ron Terrio was talking about that one. I think he did a review on that. I'm not sure if he said it actually tasted like cake, but definitely looks interesting. If I see that, I might have to pick it up. Maybe grab a single or something. Alpha Gator, the Imperial IPA. This is Purple Haze and Andy Gator. Andy Gator, I believe, is it a lager? Oh, it's a Doppelbock. Helles Doppelbock. So they mix the Doppelbock and the Purple Haze together and
To get
make the
Barney.
Barney. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. That's funny, huh? That makes sense. So let's see what they got for events. Um, oh, so I guess there's no events. Or do you have to search? Oh, so you have to search for events. Wherever there's food, fun, and good times, you're likely to find Abita beer. Start your search to view a current list of Abita events in your area. Let's click on About. Founded in 1986. Some other stuff you can read up on. I don't want to drag this on for too long. I'll just read a little bit of it. It says we brew more than 125,000 barrels of beer and 13,500 barrels of soda in our state of the art brewing facility. The lagers and ales are brewed in small batches, handcrafted by a team of dedicated workers with only the highest ideals of quality. This pride, along with our brewing process, is what creates our great brews. We are privately owned and operated by local shareholders, many who have been with us since day one. So that's cool. Shows you how they make the beer, green brewing, giving back. So they do a little charity, I guess. Let's look at the shop. Quick overlay of the shop, so you can get some T-shirts, get some glassware, bar essentials, art. What's pets? Probably got like pet merch. And they have sales stuff. Contact. Let's click on that. So you can contact them. Contact Abita. Here's their shipping address, their mail address, and the office number. Here's the brewery. 21084 Highway 36, Covington, Los Angeles. Oh, Louisiana. Sorry, Louisiana. 70433. What else? Visit. So take a tour. I think it just said there's no tours yet, but here's the hours of operation right up top. Join our brew crew, brewery events, and then yeah, some photos and stuff. So pretty cool, decent looking website. I like it. I like it. Definitely a nice color scheme they got going on, and yeah, that's pretty much it for them. Pretty straightforward. Um, yeah, so pull up Beer Man now. Beer Man can talk about a beer that he's brought or from a brewery that he wants to talk about, and
Right.
go for it.
You want me to share that?
Yeah.
We're just going over the. Okay, I should have came earlier. I'm sorry.
What? No, no, it's fine. Whatever you want to talk about. Pretty much just pull up the website and whatever you
Okay.
want to talk about. You know.
Got that. All right, cool. So Drecker, man. I don't know if you guys have done them already, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I guess we'll show them off. Yeah, Drecker, here we go. Tap list on tap now. Beers on tap. Brains, cherry lemonade. Never had that one yet. That sounds good. Mango cherry. They got the Dream Chunk yogurt parfait. That's really good. They all have fairly like their ranges in ABVs on these sours jump all over the place.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that yogurt one's really dank good. Oh my god. People Eater, sour fruited, 5, 6, 7. Slang du jour is what I have right now. I was gonna drink on that.
Cool. The blueberry cheesecake one.
I forgot what the name was. Oh, or what it was. Strawberry pineapple. It's a brains. I have double fruit. Yeah, strawberry pineapple brains. So, and that one, I don't even know. I don't think they put the percentages on the cans anymore on these sours a lot of times.
Yeah.
They got that plop though, that one you mentioned yesterday. That's that hard seltzer one. Those are pretty good, actually. They're interesting, put it that way.
Yeah. Notice the shirt, Beer Man?
Oh, nice, dude. Cool.
Just came in today.
Nice. Ugh. All right. Pamplemouse IPA, a brewed IPA. They do have lager, American. They have lagers. They have Irish red. Look at that. I didn't know that. I mean, I was hoping they'd be a little more diverse than just sours and IPAs.
Those probably aren't widely distributed, though. Those probably something you have to go over there to get, huh?
Yeah, I would think so. There's a porter I'm trying to scout out, and I haven't been able to find the porter yet.
Oh, really?
Saw someone drinking on one, yeah.
Yeah.
Ectogasm's really good. IPA, 7%. That's a really good New England IPA. Yeah, their double New Englands are really nice. See, they get up there 8.2, 8.2, 8.1. That's all. Well, that's all their double IPAs, though. What other ones? The one I just had was this one. The Evil Natured Robots double IPA. I don't know if it's even on here. Let me look for it real quick.
I had one of the brains last night on Thomas's thing. I think you were there.
Yeah. And they have that crazy ass head on them. It looks like a brain.
The puree. Oh, I know.
Tap
Cheers,
room.
Josh.
Let's see.
Hey, Drecker. Josh said the S'mores Porter was good by Drecker.
That's the one I think I'm looking for.
S'mores Porter. That's they probably do an awesome job with that. Saranac. You ever heard of Saranac? They do a really good S'mores Porter.
I have heard of them. I can't get them. I don't think I can get Saranac.
Yeah.
Cool looking place.
Yeah.
It's all like woody and cool and just natural. I like that. I like
it is.
Open setup too of their brewery is really nice with all the.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah,
I like the Viking theme.
Viking theme for sure. Yeah, I like that. Look at that freaking pinball games. That's awesome.
Arcade machine. That's cool.
There's just a lot of words, a lot of verbiage about their place. If anyone's not had, out there in chat or anywhere else, if you're listening later on, if you haven't had Drecker, you got to try them. It's good stuff. Definitely. Yeah. We just saw that. The tap room. Beers to go. Take us with you. Click here to place your order for local pickup. That's cool. There's all the brand. That's the one. No, I was thinking I had that. It's all right though. All right, let's see something. Beer Finder. What's Beer Finder? So you can find their thing on their site. That's cool. Within a certain location.
Yeah, I used that the other day.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
works good.
Yeah. Jacker Brewing Grains to Glass Tours supporting the unpillaged charities. What was this that I clicked on? Tours. Yeah, tours. So you can take tours there. Scheduled for noon, the first Saturday of the month. Guided Grains to Glass tour and tasting session with the brewer. Tasting session of 3 to 4 beers. That's cool. Tours are limited to 20 guests. All attendants must be 21 years of age and present a valid ID. Closed-toe shoes are required to participate in the tour. So these guys are from, also, I forgot to mention, they're from Fargo, North Dakota. I think. Yeah, Fargo, North Dakota. So I'm making everyone dizzy here. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Jobs, you can get a job. You can look for jobs on their site. That's cool. That's about it, really. Yep, I'm 21. Handcrafted beer for the Viking and all of us. Yep, they do have that Viking theme. That's cool. Yep. Nice, dude. So that's Drecker for you, man. Heck yeah.
Now, do you wanna pour up the beer you got by them?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll pull you up. Get you up here. Do this.
All right.
There you go.
Well, thanks for letting me on again, man. Sorry,
Yeah, no
I was a little
problem.
late.
No, you're good.
Kind of slept in. I think I slept last night. Anyway, on all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. So they don't. Oh yeah, they do 6.5% for this Brains. It's a strawberry pineapple Brains.
Oh, it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, 6.68, 6.5. Excuse me.
The ones that I had were like 5.3 and 5.4.
Oh, lower ones, yeah. But they're you don't really get like those sours. You don't really pay attention to the percentage. It doesn't really. That's not the first thing I think about.
Yeah.
Because they're so tasty, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Can 202 is fairly fresh. My bulb glass here.
There you go.
Hope it doesn't slip out of my hand.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
So, yeah, nice. What would you call that? Like a peach-looking juice or something? Strawberry peach, or I don't know. What's in this? Strawberry pineapple. Definitely has a strawberry look to it. It's got that nice. This is more smoother looking. It's not as bubbly and brainsy as yours was. It does have that grit.
Oh yeah,
though.
I know.
Yeah, good stuff. All that pineapple. Whew. Pineapple strawberry is really dominant. I mean, it's the main thing that's in it. And you can really get a whiff of it. It's very strong. It's milky. It's got a milky lactosey kind of vibe to it. Pineapple is actually pretty strong over the strawberry. All right, man, let's drink this. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Yeah, the sweet tart. It's more of a sweet yogurty kind of flavor. That yogurt parfait one actually tasted like yogurt, where this just has that lactose or that, the lactic acid kind of, but you get that sweet tart. It's just so fruity and like you just want to keep drinking it. That's why I say like the percentage doesn't really matter on these. You just want to keep drinking it regardless.
I did I did like the one that I had. The only thing I would say about those, they are a little filling.
Filling for sure.
They're a little heavy on your stomach, but they are really good. I think I drank two. I drank the pear and the strawberry guava one, and then I had the mango, guava, lime, coconut like back to back, and I was like, oh, that was a bad idea. It was just it was too much.
Yeah.
It's like drinking two smoothies in one sitting, you know? It's like you don't normally drink two smoothies in one sitting.
True. The lactic acid will get to you too. It kind of gives you like heartburny kind of feel,
Yeah.
But nice full body. This is actually lighter. This is a medium body. It feels a little lighter. I've had some that are really strong or a lot thicker. This one's not as tasty as the other ones I've had. What is going on here?
Did you shake the can at all?
Yeah.
You
I
rolled
had
it?
it upside down and everything.
It's a
I'm
good
not
date
sure.
too, right? Good
Yeah.
date on it.
I don't know what's going on. They're usually good, folks. It's actually good. It's just it's thinner.
Yeah.
Nice finish though. It's got that just nice lactic-y kind of thing. I love it. I like the puree in these. They're so tasty.
Yeah, it's very rich.
Rich. Good word. Yep. Well, cool, man. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
All right.
Bumpy, do you want to talk about your beer? Because me and you, we kind of
Yeah.
jumped right into the websites. We didn't really talk about the beers.
Yeah. It's leaving good lacing as I'm drinking. So excellent lacing. Head's kind of gone away to nothing, but a thin little rim around the edges. Aromas. It's got some like fruit aromas, tropical aromas, a little bit of a grain cracker-esque type aroma in there from the malt. That's a slight white bread. I'm trying to think of what fruits and other aspects. It's very light, kind of citrus notes. I would not land this one as being orange. I would not land this one in the grapefruit realm. Not even tangerine. Maybe a slight lychee, like a little bit of that kind of rose floral type note. Might be a little bit of a melon because it's just so light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be on a little bit more on the floral side too. It's Amarillo and citrus. So, I mean, citrus can give off peachy notes and stuff like that they talk about. Tropical fruit, including peach, passion fruit, guava. Maybe it's a little bit on the passion fruit. I think that's it's that lighter fruit note. I could see passion fruit. Sticking with a bit of that lychee, a little bit floral-esque as well. That's what I'm saying. And then the Amarillo, they say red grapefruit. I'm not getting grapefruit in the aromas. Tropical fruit, right? Melon. So there's the melon.
There you go.
So I'm glad there was something that said melon because I'm like, yeah, maybe melon. All right, some flavors. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's melon up front. It's like the first thing that hits off the hop flavors is this melon note. Still has a bit of that kind of lychee flavor to me, a little bit of that kind of light floral rose petal.
Cantaloupe or honeydew? I don't think it would be watermelon.
No, not watermelon. No, it's. I have to go back in. I'm going to talk about the malts real quick because they do hit pretty hard in this one. Right after that melon note, it's a lot of that grain kind of hay-like flavor. Oh, sorry. I forgot you went out too. Sorry. Joys of owning 3 dogs. The door's constantly opening. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it's cantaloupe. It's kind of that orange melon type note. Yeah, lots of like kind of like say grain, hay, grass type notes from the malt. Slight bitterness on the finish with this one. Are you kidding me? You just went out not too long ago, buddy. All right. Yep, City, go ahead. Cheers.
Cheers.
The bitterness on this one's definitely moderate to above moderate, even though it is kind of the lighter flavors off the hop presence. The bitterness is a bit like resinous, going into like a pine effect. Mouthfeel, I haven't touched that yet. It's one of those smoother, creamier mouthfeels. Yeah, the grassy kind of hay-like flavor from the malt that definitely comes up on the tail end as well. So you're getting that right after the melon note. Boom, you're getting all that kind of grainy grass and hay. The grass and the hay follow suit throughout to the finish with that kind of piney bitterness that goes on. What they say on this can as to what I should be getting is ripe peach. I'm not really getting the peach note. Ruby red grapefruit, not really getting that either. And tropical florals. So I mentioned the floral. I mentioned melon, stuff like that. They don't mention that in this. And then it says creamy. So like I said, it does have that kind of soft, creamy mouthfeel. So that's true.
It seems like these breweries are talking to you lately. The last one said inspect this. Now this one says F what you think.
Yeah, F what you think and inspect this. And the funny thing about them, actually I have that can right over here from Pipe Crew. The funny thing about them is I had mentioned, because it was brought up in somebody's live stream as to what your favorite hops are. And I said Amarillo. Well, the inspect this has Amarillo and Citra. And this one is Amarillo and Citra.
That's funny.
So, yeah. I think that there. I'll be blurry. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
There you go.
Overall, I don't know. Are we going to be scoring these at all?
Well, we'll just do that at the end. We'll do a score for the beer and score for the brewery. So
Okay.
we'll rate both of them.
I'll talk about. I'll say this one's not my favorite one from Modest Man, but it's still a decent drinking double New England style IPA. It's a bit on the bitterness side than what I kind of feel comfortable with a New England IPA being at. It's got that almost West Coast like level of bitterness to finish off, but overall it kind of blends well together.
Do you want to show Josh the can? He said he didn't see what you had. There you go.
You should get this, Josh, because that's the way you feel about everything.
That's too funny. All right, yeah, just think about what you want to rate the beer, brewery, and we'll come back to you.
Rate the beer and the brewery?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Cool. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so the beer that I have, not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed with this one. It's not bad. It's decent. It's got okay flavor. It's Purple Haze, the raspberry lager. On the initial aroma, it really does it has like a raspberry jammy, sweet aroma, brightiness, and malty. Really no floral hop aroma to it at all. But like I said, it's like very raspberry jammy sweet. But on the palate, cheers.
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 On the palate, It kind of falls a little flat. It's a little thin. It is pretty low ABV. I think it's like 4 point something. Yeah, it's 4.2. So it's really low. It's kind of thin. Um, Mouthfeel is definitely light. Finish almost. You get like a little bit of raspberry on the finish, but then it dies off, and you're kind of just left with like breadiness. And I was kind of hoping for more of a like a lingering raspberry. I was hoping for more of like what I was getting with the aroma, like that sweet raspberry. I was hoping for more of a prominent raspberry flavor. But it's not bad. Like I said, it's thin. It's a little bready. There's really no hops to it. You're not really getting any bitterness. I believe the website said like 10 or something, 10 IBUs. So yeah, you're really not picking up anything like that. It's got a nice maltiness to it and breadiness. But as far as like what you're kind of looking for with this, like that raspberry flavor, it's definitely kind of muted. I was hoping that it would be more of like a sweet raspberry flavor, and it doesn't really hit the spot for me. Their PB and jams, which is like a strawberry jam and peanut butter, that's really good. The strawberry that you get from that is like a nice prominent strawberry, and it actually like shows up, and it's very it's very noticeable in the flavor. This, if you gave it to somebody, they might not even be able to detect that it has raspberry in it. It's got like a little bit of like a berry sweetness, but it's kind of muted. Like I said, the ABV is really low, 4.2%. It was like 8.50 for a 6 pack, so it's not. It's a definitely a great price, but it's just I don't know. Maybe if you want, it's got like a little bit of a tartness to it. The raspberry adds like a little bit of a sweet sour flavor, but the raspberry, I think, and maybe I take back not noticing the raspberry if I just hand it to you because it is there. It's just not like in your face. Maybe that's kind of what they were going for, was more of like a lighter style with the raspberry, and they wanted it to be kind of calm and slightly muted. It's decent. It's good. Would I pick it up again? Probably not. I probably wouldn't get it again. It's just middle of the road. Maybe I might have a feeling for it again some other day, and maybe I'll pick it up. But I don't know. For the most part, it's kind of fallen flat. It's just definitely not what I expected. I expected like a nice sweet raspberry with like some sour tart notes to it. But yeah, it's okay. Their Christmas ale they made was really good. Their strawberry lager was, I think the strawberry lager might have been a little bit sweeter and a little bit more prominent on the fruits. But yeah, it's okay. I don't know. Maybe it's actually starting to warm up, and I'm getting a little bit more raspberry. But when you drink it super cold, like I just pulled it out of the freezer. I put it in the freezer for like 20 minutes, and it was almost undetectable. But now it's starting to warm up. I'm picking up a little bit more raspberry. Yeah, it's not what I expected. Like I was hoping for more of a sweeter, fruity flavor. But it is what it is. 4.2%, very low. That's like Bush Light and like Miller Light low. In something of this nature, you'd want to be like it. Maybe if they bumped it up to like 5.5, probably be a little bit more fuller. But yeah, it's really light. Carbonation. Carbonation's about light to medium as well. It's not really as carbonated as I would like it to be. Um, just got Fiden's collab beers. I'm sorry, I gotta catch up over here. Don't get them here. I believe that was in reference to the Modest Man. I got Monkish coming soon. That was that West Coast Haze. Just got Fiden's collab beers. Beerman said, like to try them, Josh. Cool website. Cheers, beer barbecue baseball. Beerman said cheers. So yeah, I'll bring whoever wants to come up, and actually I don't did you talked about your beer, right, Beerman? I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I
All right.
think.
So one of you guys want to rate your beer and rate the brewery? Whichever, it doesn't matter. Whoever wants to go
let,
first.
let Beerman go first. He's been sitting for a second. So
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go.
Sounds good.
Well, this Brains wasn't like what I'm normally used to seeing. So as far as like the beer goes, it was good. It's just a little thinner. I didn't expect that. I thought they were a little thicker. I did get the vanilla. I got all the flavors though, the fruit flavors of pineapple and everything. Pineapple and what else did they have?
Strawberry,
Pineapple
I
and
think.
strawberry. Yeah, got that. Got those in there. I mean, it was good. You know, it was a tasty beer. Didn't taste like a 6.5. It might have even tasted more like a 5.5 or something like that. So a lot real hidden on the alcohol, and but it just you know, a pleasant sour, a pleasant fruited, heavily fruited sour. I mean, it left a big old glob of grain all or
Oh my
crap
God,
all
huh?
over it. But yeah, I'll give it a 9.2 or 92 out of 100 on that. Their website was pretty cool. It was pretty informative for the most part, and they had a lot of cool little things there. They even are also for dogs and stuff. That was kind of neat, as I have dogs as well. But I mean, I don't ever think I'll go up there unless I'm visiting. But I don't really like North Dakota. I don't think they're kind of boring states. But but I'd give the website and their overall brewery score. I'd definitely give them like a 95 out of 100. I would say definitely if you can get up there, if you live in that area, go if you haven't already. Um, Especially if you like what you saw there on the site. So as far as their beers on tap and everything else. So yeah, 95 out of 100, 92 on the beer. So
Cool.
yeah,
Awesome, man.
so cheers.
That's that's a little unfortunate that you didn't like that one as much because that was the one that I was most interested in because strawberry and pineapple probably like my favorite fruits.
I
So
probably had like a bad you know, I slept in a little bit, my mouth's all weird. You know, I probably and I had a pale ale before it, so it might have like thrown some. Well, I'm actually drinking it still, but it kind of maybe mixed up with the flavors
yeah,
a little bit and made it weird.
I hear
But
you.
that's all right.
Well, cheers, man. Thanks
Cheers,
for
man. Yeah.
bringing a beer and talking about a brewery. Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, bro. All right, Bumpy.
Right. Yeah, this one is not my favorite brew from Modest Man. They put out a lot of New England IPAs, a lot of New England IPAs. Um, and I'm still going to give it a decent score because it's still a very good um, double New England IPA. A bit more bitter, like I said, than what I would expect out of most New England IPAs, but it all pretty much works together. Um, and even the grain, like I'm not a big fan, and a lot of beers picking up a grainy flavor, and even that's like not off, like not bad in the hay like notes and stuff. So um, they seem to have made something that I'm not really a big fan of kind of work out okay. Um, this beer to me is like a 94 out of 100. So just based off their other New England IPAs I've had that I've appreciated a lot more. Now there's some that I definitely don't care for at all. Um, but I pick up a lot of Modest Man. They do more than just New England IPAs. Most of the other stuff, like picking up brown ales, I think they do like a Schwarzbier. They have um, a Kolsch style ale, Imperial. I think they have an Imperial stout. Actually, I don't know if they have an Imperial stout because I haven't had an Imperial stout from them. But I've had a milk stout, a porter from them, a brown ale, things like that. Those are all kind of just done in the classic style. So there's no like wow factor about their other stuff that they're doing. They even have sours out there. Their sours aren't like top notch to me. They're kind of hitting the classic styles with, but adding extra fruits and stuff. So they're like kind of Berliner Weiss esque. They're not doing the big gloopy gloppy stuff like Drecker and or the brewery just down the street from them, Branch and Blade. They do a lot of those pastry sours, a lot of the puree, the pre-puree stuff. So I mean, their main game is the New England style IPAs, and they do a really good job. I actually said that they, to me, are the treehouse of New Hampshire. So
Cool.
that's why I dubbed after having a few of their New England IPAs. I was like, "Yep, treehouse, New Hampshire." But now some fantastic New England IPAs, and I mean, not all of them are winners. That goes for any brewery. I mean, if there's a brewery out there that makes absolutely 100% beers that are just knockouts, let me know about it, because I have yet to find one that can do
Yeah.
that. There's always going to be a style that they aren't
The
best
best
at, or they just, it just doesn't fit your palate, but maybe somebody else loves it, and it just isn't right for your palate. So I'm going to score the brewery overall. Their website sucks. I do think that they need somebody to get in there
Yeah.
and really amp up their website and keep up with that. But it seems to be the least of their worries. Brewery itself, it smells good when you go in there. They don't have food stuff. They have all the food trucks. You get the food truck stuff outside, which is perfectly fine. So there is food available if you do venture there. But I think that they really put an effort mostly into their brews, which is good. Sometimes their can art's decent. Sometimes it's just lackluster, whatever. But 97 out of 100 for the brewery score I'm going to give it.
That's
just
good.
because, I mean, I buy so much of their stuff, and I've just been mostly amazed with a lot of the New England IPAs that they put out. That's pretty much that. And then being able to brew kind of classic styles that just remind you of a typical beer,
Yeah. What'd you say for the rating for the beer? What was the number again?
94.
94. That's good. Cool.
Good score.
Awesome, man. All right. Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on and talking about a beer and a brewery. Cool. All right. So the Purple Haze Raspberry Lager. Like I said, the aroma was very like raspberry jam sweetness. But it wasn't that on the palate. It was just kind of like laid back, somewhat muted, low ABV. The availability is pretty good though. Purple Haze is usually pretty popular if you can find Abita beers. And then the price $8.50 for a 6-pack. So it's not completely. I'm not completely disappointed that it wasn't extremely good because it was $8.50. So it's not like I spent $15-$16 on it and it just didn't really wow me at all. So for a rating for the beer, I'll give it I think it deserves like an 87 out of 100. It's still good. It's still decent. There's no off flavors. It's just not really hitting the mark for that raspberry flavor. It's got a little bit of like a tartness to it, but I feel like it could be a little bit more sour. Like I said, the ABV is kind of low. Mouth feels really light. Carbonation is kind of low. But overall, the beer tastes okay. So, like I said, 87 for the beer. For the brewery, I'll give them I think they deserve like a 93. They have some cool stuff. They don't have a bunch of different beers, but from what I've had by them, they've all been pretty decent. My favorite one is definitely that PB and Jams. That is like top notch. If you want like a peanut butter and jelly beer that's not filling, because most of the times like peanut butter and jelly they do with like stouts and pours and stuff. So if you want something that's not gonna fill you up and you could drink like 3 or 4 of them, I definitely recommend trying that one. The Christmas ale by them was pretty good as well, and they're all around the same price. They don't have different prices for their beers. It's all around like $8 to $9 for a 6-pack, which is cool. You like to see that when it's kind of all around the same price for everything that they sell. Yeah, I'd like to try some of their other stuff. I'd like to try like their Andy Gator and maybe the Barney. Maybe the Barney has a little bit more of a raspberry flavor because it does have the Purple Haze with the Helles Doppelbock, which is a higher ABV. So maybe that raspberry note's a little bit more prominent. So yeah, would I say 93? 93 for the brewery?
93.
90, yeah, so yeah, 93 for the brewery there, decently priced. That PB and jams they make is definitely a beer that I will pick up. Uh, every time I see it, I'll grab it. I was actually thinking about getting a case next time I see it because it is that good. And if you guys like peanut butter beers, I think you would really enjoy it. Yeah, they do some cool stuff. Decent, all around decent. They're not. They're not. Their beers aren't really gonna knock your socks off, but they're well priced, and I don't know. I think they're okay. I wouldn't rant and rave about them, but from what I've had by them, they're good. They're not bad. This one, like I said, I was a little disappointed, but with the price, I was kind of expecting it to be a little muted with that low ABV, but yeah, decent. So yeah, I guess we'll do some shout outs. I guess I'll just shout out everybody in the chat who has been chatting up. Josh, last beer, thanks for stopping by, hanging out, talking to us, man. Appreciate you. Beer barbecue baseball, thank you. Beer man in the chat a little bit. Lep, thanks for stopping by, Lep. Cheers, man. Whiskey Lover Society, thanks for stopping by, man. He said cheers from Belgium. That's cool. You got people from Belgium watching us, so that's awesome. And yeah, always thanks to the panel, Bumpy, Beer Man. I'll let you guys do your shout outs, talk about what you guys got going on. If you want to shout some other people out, I'll do Beer Man because I think Bumpy just went after me, so I'll pull up Beer Man.
All right. Yeah, so cool, man. Tuesday will be another. I've got the English pale or bitter, American amber, and what's the other one? Oh yeah, the
Porter.
The porter.
Baltic Porter.
Baltic porter. So those are the three to pick from. 8 o'clock Eastern for that, as always, with the cheese of choice. And Wednesday will be anything with a P related, or a word, a style. Hold on, let me say this again. A style that has a P that starts with the P. So find that and bring that at 6 o'clock Eastern for I Like Your Style. And sheesh, let's shout out Alex. How about that? Alex on Food Friday starts at 8 o'clock Eastern, and he's doing Girl Scout cookies, but he also is okay with us bringing cookies that are similar to Girl Scout cookies if you can't find them, because I don't think they're in service right now. But any beer of choice or beverage, I guess.
Just thinking about what Bumpy said.
But yeah, that's it. Look out for videos from me as well. And as I always say, brewery's coming along. So hopefully I can get it done soon. So
awesome,
cheers, man.
Cheers. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out here, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Always awesome.
Always fun. Yep.
All right, Bumpy. Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers to my wife's buttery biscuits.
Isn't that a croissant?
Croissant. Same damn thing.
I like those.
It's like
they look nice and soft.
Well, it's like when pretty soft, doughy and buttery, sweet. Pillsbury. The
is that a doughboy?
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout outs. My 50-point inspection videos, I put them out Wednesdays and Fridays. Those are my basic beer reviews. Then I have my live stream on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is called New Brew. So just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. You can bring a beer that you've never had before as well and drink along in the chat if you'd like. But yeah, it's chaos meets structure, basically, is the going theme. Feel free to come up with questions to ask the panel as well, because I do try to have a question or two for the panel each episode if I can, but I don't always have something readily available. So if you're in the chat and you want to ask some questions, feel free to throw out some questions, and we'll see. Maybe it will be the question for the whole panel to go after. So, yeah, I think everybody else can shout out their own stuff. Miscellaneous isn't here. He's going to be coming up in the next couple hours at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time doing his beer session, his Thursday beer session, where he's going to drink 3 to 4 different beers in a row. So they'll do a review on each. That's a live stream. So that's Miscellaneous Brewery Reviews. Go ahead and check them out. Cheers, and thanks for having me on.
Cheers, man. Thanks for stopping by, Bumpy.
Muck banging on dinner.
No. All right. Awesome. So shout outs for me. I just did a review, so I'll be posting that up probably tomorrow or something. I'm going to be doing this every Thursday, 5 p.m. Next week's going to be a little bit different. So to make it a little bit more structured, I'm not just gonna call it out and just pretty much drop it on people the day before or like right now. But I think I'm gonna just pretty much talk to everybody in the group chat, and I'd like to come up with a different way to run the brewery review episodes. So it's gonna be we'll talk about a brewery that everybody wants to review, and then we'll all get a beer from a brewery, and then it'll be a little bit more on topic where we're not all just talking about different breweries. That way to just make it a little bit easier. And I think it would be cool. So for when we'd like do a rating, so like say Bumpy has a beer by the same brewery, Beerman has the same beer by the same brewery, I have a beer by the same brewery. We'll all rate our beers individually, and then we'll also throw out ratings for the brewery. And then we'll say it's like 3 of us. We'll get we'll do like the median rating or whatever it's called, average rating, I guess. Yeah, that would make more sense. Average rating. So if I said 90, Bumpy said 85, and Beerman said 95, it would be 90, So we'll do that to kind of keep it a little bit more structured, and where it'll be a little bit more on topic. So, but like I said, I'm gonna talk to people in the group chat so we can all decide on something. And I'm not just throwing out a brewery out there and then expecting people to go find a beer from a brewery that you might not be able to get. So it might be a little bit easier for everybody. And then it'll be a little bit easier for the chat to follow along with. We'll only have one website to talk about. We can talk a little bit more about our beers. We'll share some thoughts on the same brewery. So maybe something that I like about the brewery, maybe Bumpy doesn't like something about the brewery, and then it'll be a little bit more of a conversation rather than people just kind of throwing out different thoughts on different breweries. You know what I mean? And just to be a little bit more structured. Seems a little bit more easier to kind of control as well. So yeah, that's that. And then rate that beer on Saturday at 8 p.m. Go check me out over there. Open panel. I probably won't be dropping it in the live chat, but I will have it in like our group chat, because I had a kind of an issue where people were just kind of jumping in, and they didn't really necessarily had the intentions of actually reviewing beer. They just wanted to come on just to talk and hang out, which is cool, but you could probably just do that in the chat. Like to keep it a little bit more structured, but it's still going to be laid back. Where we're not forcing everybody to go through their reviews as fast as possible and just kind of hang out, depending on how many people there are. So if there's like just me and somebody else, maybe we'll do like 2 beers a piece. But if it's like 3 or 4, we'll stick to just 1 to keep it in like that hour range. But yeah, that's that at 8 on Saturday. So if you guys want to hang out, jump over there. Shout outs for other people. Lep is Lep tonight or tomorrow? Tonight at 9, I believe, the hot seat, or was that yesterday?
Yeah, it's Thursday's hot seat.
Okay, all right, Thursdays. Okay, yeah, so go check out Lep. I think it's Miscellaneous usually goes on for like an hour, half an hour to an hour. So after you check out Miscellaneous, go check out Lep, hot seat with him. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing tonight, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have a show. Thomas Metal 75, check him out on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wild Card Wednesday. Bring any beer, liquor, malt beverage. his slogan is, as long as you're not a douche, respectful to him and everybody else in the panel. Go hang out with him on Wednesday at 7:30. Um, Whiskey Encore, check him out on Tuesdays around 11 and 12. He does like a live whiskey pub. You don't necessarily have to bring whiskey, but as long as you're respectful of him. And that's pretty much just how it goes for all of us. We're pretty open to letting new people join and hang out as long as you're respectful to everybody and you're not trying to do anything to get our channels in trouble. So it's pretty much how it goes. Am I missing anybody? Not sure. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so.
Stupid on the channel accident. Sorry. I'm.
All right, let me read what they said.
He's talking about our show at night, or when we used to go. What's his name? Bumpy. What's his name?
Talking about Mike.
Beer Chugs? Mike's show. Yeah, Beer Chugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
All right. Yeah, I never heard of that. Craft beer pours. No, gosh, I can't believe I can't remember. He had a Sports Sunday talk too. And then, I'm. So yeah, if that's it for the shout outs, let me bring it back to this. Oh, what's going on? There you go. Oh, nope. Not that one either. There we go. Cool. All right. So oh shit, Beer Man on Thursday. What's up, Miss Leah? Thanks for stopping by, man.
It's not normal.
So yeah, I guess we'll wrap this up. Thank you everybody in the chat. Miscellaneous beer, barbecue, baseball, last beer, Josh. Who else was here? Leprechaun TV, Whiskey Lover Society. Thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out with us. And yeah, like I said, next week is just going to be a little different. Like I said, I'm going to try to. It's going to be a little bit more structure. That way, I feel like there will be an actual focus around the video, and it's not just us talking about all these different breweries. And like I said, it'd be cool. It would be more of a conversation. Where, like I said, I'll say I like this about the brewery, and then Bumpy would be like, "Oh no, well I don't like their pricing" or something. Just for example,
you're wrong.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. But yeah. Until next time, thank you guys. Thank you to the panel. Thanks to the chat. Thank you, Beer Man. Thank you, Bumpy Road Brewery. Thanks, guys. It's been fun hanging out with you guys and doing streams like this. I hope to do many more. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm going to sign us out. Cheers, Beer Barbecue Baseball. Cheers, Ron Terrio. As you would mention, Abita is very popular in Louisiana. I think I tried one of my first Abita beers after watching one of his reviews. So, and I think Ron Terrio likes the PB and Jams as well. Because I think I watched the review with him and his friend David, and that's how I found out about it, and I went and grabbed a 6-pack. And like I said, I think next time it comes out, I think I'm gonna grab a case of it because that stuff's good, and it's good. It's cheap too. It's like $8-9, not bad. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. Thanks to the chat, and I'll sign this out saying if there's anything else that you guys like to see on my channel or Bumpy's channel, Beerman's channel, let us know. Pretty cool guys here. They do beer reviews as well, so I'm sure if you guys got a beer that maybe you want them to check out, just let us know. Drop a comment. Make sure to go over to Beerman's channel and give him a sub. Give Bumpy Road Brewery a sub. And yeah, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.